in this situation.
Hello, MACKEM CABBIE here. How are you doing on this Monday, nearly afternoon, midday? Feeling better, still a bit croaky, but don't feel as drained. So I'm just seeing like reports and headlines of the fact, like, not that we already know, that the reason why Paul Heckenbottom, etc., didn't want the job because he didn't like the staffing arrangements and stuff. Well, I mean, put it this way, doesn't that go right across the board for everyone that we've interviewed? Doesn't like the staffing arrangements. I'll tell you one thing, I'll give you a tip. How about changing your staffing arrangements, changing things to get the right person in, stopping them from walking away. God's sake almighty. We already know. It doesn't take thick Mick to work it out. That's the reason why these coaches are coming in for interviews and then just walking away. Like I say, they've either got somebody already lined up, and they've had somebody lined up for absolutely weeks and weeks, and they're just keeping it completely under wraps, or they're selling the club. That's the only things I can think about. But it brings out that new word of imminent, doesn't it? I mean, ignoring the fans for all them weeks and weeks and weeks for nothing. It's like with an open wound, and then to actually put a statement out to say an appointment is imminent. 2 weeks later, still absolutely nout. It's like just chucking salt and vinegar and Tabasco sauce in your open wound. It's like, not only is it taking the piss out of us Sunderland fans, but it's just insulting us now. You know, so all these names that we're looking at on the lists and stuff, how do we not know it's someone? It could be a Poye that's not on the list. Could it be De Canio, or I don't know, someone that's just not being mentioned? Could it be Coleman? Chris Coleman? Keeping it under wraps? Or they're selling up? But either way, we keep on saying, didn't we? It needs to change. And why isn't it? That's what you've got to ask that question. Ah, dearie me. It's just absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely ridiculous. Right, I'm going to read some comments now on some of the chats, what's been happening. Let's get the YouTube up on my other phone, so I can't do it on this one. Yeah, it's just still, I mean, I'm not putting headlines up like because of the staffing arrangements. Well, we all know, don't we? We all know exactly the reason why. Right. Well, I put a video out the other day, I think it's a couple of days ago, saying we need answers now, K.L.D. So I'm going to read some comments out here. I'll just get this. It's supposed to be 5G Wi-Fi in this city centre. It's more like frigging carrier pigeon. And it doesn't help when you keep getting bloody pop-ups as well. Right. So I says we need answers now, K.L.D. And I'm going to read some of the comments back. The Golf GTI replied, and he says, I can't believe what I've just been sent. A screenshot of an announcement says Frank Lampard as our next manager. I hope it's a mag and this is made up, and he thinks relegation. Jeff says, I say Super Kev Phillips as manager and Defoe as his backup. Also Steve, because they will also stick together and not let each other make a mistake. Dreamers went, I once played Football Manager. I might get an interview. Depends if you like their terms and conditions. Here's a one from Zap. Frisco. Scott Parker naming a frame now, I've heard. With Defoe as well. I mean, Scott Parker. Somebody else saying Kevin Phillips for me and change the model. Get some experienced players in. And this is all on the back of me saying we need some answers now. Hope you're feeling better, Cabby. Sound rough as hell. I feel better. I'm just a bit croaky. That's just with a coughing. Darren says SAFC sold over 30,000 season tickets for next season. Surely SAFC are going to get a backlash of fans asking for refunds. Just signed a mega deal with Hummel. They won't be getting sold anytime soon. We all know who's calling the shots. Speakman. K.L.D got to go now. He's been found out. So it's quite a good post there. There's another one. Jeff says, Wilkie, Cabby, do you think that K.L.D and Speakman will tell us the reason why they are messing about? They know exactly what they are doing. They just keep cards close to their chest, which I've said before, the fact like they're just doing their own thing and they're not just telling anyone. Because they know they have failed and rake season ticket money in and pocket most of it. So they will be happy. And maybe they will tell fans that they messed us around, knowing that nobody can get to them. Well, they are not getting mine and my mates because we are sick to death and don't want to see us getting relegated. A lot of people saying about Lampard. Excuse me. Not a cold, I've just been a bit of dust on my car. Robert Brown says, it's Speakman, mate. K.L.D is a mouse. He's too scared to say anything unless Speakman okays it. As for the fans, they won't say anything and will keep coming home and away. I just hope the supporters will release these two are taking the piss and vote with their feet as the players are starting to do it themselves. So there we go. There's not a happy chappy amongst any of them Sunderland fans at all. I can understand exactly where they're coming from. You know, so yep. What do you say to that? And that. Yeah, managers coming, or coaches coming for interviews. They don't like the staff arrangements. I'm not interested. So, simple. Change the staff arrangements. Anyway, I'm going to get my soup now. And thanks for all your comments. And I will reply to every single one of you as I always do. See you later.